Thanks for having us, y'all.
What's up, y'all?
Well, I guess to get started, let's introduce yourselves and the characters you play. We'll just kind of go down the line since.
My name is Jacob Scott Thomas Bertrand. That's sick. I play Hawk/Eli Moskowitz.
Hi, I'm Green List, and I play Tori Nichols.
Hey y'all, show me the one guy here, Miguel Diaz.
Hi, I'm Mary Mouser, and I play Samantha LaRusso.
I'm Tim Buchanan, and I play Robbie King. Welcome to the Sakai High.
Well, to get started, were you all fans of the Karate Kid franchise before you got cast in the show? Were you familiar with it?
Take it away, Taylor.
Yeah, I was yeah. No, I guess I was kind of a fan. My mom was a huge fan. My mom was a second degree black belt in karate in the 80s. And she introduced me to the films when I was like 5. And I watched them again when I was a teenager-ish. And then I watched them again when I got the call from the creators that said, please watch the movies again before you start the show. I said, absolutely, yes, absolutely.
What was your reaction when you got the part? Like, you're getting cast in, really beloved franchise. What was your kind of reaction to that?
I mean, I originally auditioned for the Dimitri role. And that was the role that I first auditioned for. They're like, oh, you did great, not good enough. So
They said that you were too nerdy.
yeah. They're like, we want you to play the bigger nerd, the quiet guy who doesn't speak, and then has a mental breakdown and gets a mohawk. Cool, that sounds pretty fun. Yeah, so I was really stoked. I thought I booked just Eli. I didn't know that there was a hawk. So that was fun to find out on the day.
I think that we all are obviously very honored to have been a part of this legacy and the franchise and this whole universe that we've gotten to exist in. But yeah, I was very nervous when I first got the call because it comes with that built-in fan base and world and the loyalists who know more about you than you do. So it was nerve-wracking at first, but I think from day one, Josh, John, and Hayden, our creators, are big Karate Kid fans, and then Ralph and Billy and Marty were all just super welcoming and made us feel like part of the family. So it was easy to step into it.
So the movie, it started on YouTube Red, and then it got moved to Netflix and kind of just exploded from there. Were you surprised at the level of popularity it gained so fast when it moved to Netflix? Or was it kind of like people were finally starting to see this cool thing that we were doing?
It really, I think, drove home, oh my gosh, like the platform really does matter. It's the same show where we dropped the first 2 seasons that we had already shot and we're already on YouTube, and all of a sudden, just the mere it being on a different platform, the whole world seemingly had Netflix over COVID, and to get to behind closed doors, bear witness to that was really gnarly. I don't think any of us could have anticipated. It was, whenever you're releasing a project, it feels like all of the stars have to align already, and with this case, it felt like we had a couple of other things on our side in a time of otherwise kind of pretty dull, kind of good times. So really appreciative of it. It allowed us to do another 3 seasons. We were supposed to just be the 3, and because everyone, all of y'all checked it out, hit Netflix. we were allowed to do 3 more seasons, and I don't know when we're going to get another chance to get to do a show that long. So thank you for watching.
The show has some pretty intense fight sequences, being a show about karate. What was it like preparing for those scenes, especially like the bigger ones like the school brawl, the sky fight? How much prep and all that went into those, and how long were you working on those scenes?
Not as much time as you would think. We all, I think we're very excited about the idea of doing as much as physically and humanly possible for ourselves, and we luckily had a stunt team that was super supportive of that vision, and catered to that and took the time to the small amount of time we had allotted to us. They made the most of it, and I think we all did too. We all showed up in our off hours and trained our butts off and worked really hard to make it happen. But realistically, it's day in and day out, and I think any time that we weren't rolling on a scene. Step into my office. Anytime we weren't like rolling on a scene actively, I think anytime they called cut, we were like practicing choreo for other fights in other parts of the room that we could like anywhere you could round the corner where you weren't gonna run into a wall or another human. You were like running through a fight sequence with somebody. So it was a lot of work, but all for the benefit of getting to hopefully create something that was unique to what we were able to do.
Do you have a particular one of those fight scenes that you enjoyed more than the other?
I loved the season 4 All Valley tournament. I loved getting to be in that All Valley tournament, like the recreation of that space with Ralph and Billy, something that's just so iconic to the first Karate Kid. That was just really surreal to be there with them.
Yeah, I loved being shirtless there. That was fun.
Yeah, he's trying to, yeah. These chairs are comfy, yo.
Yeah, sorry, they are very comfortable chairs. We're all just like slowly.
Yeah, it's like the midday, like nap chair. Sit in there.
Let's book the next couple of slots in there too.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Karate Kid has like that universe has now officially become like a generational franchise now with you guys taking over. Would you like to have the opportunity to pass it down the line to the next generation? 15-ish, 20 years down the line?
No, it stays with us. Season 7, Cobra Kai comes back during the San Miguel wedding. We all have to join forces to finally kill Cobra Kai once and for all. That's my pitch next week with Netflix, so
Man, you really threw me off with that. Going back to the stunts, did you guys ever hit each other? Like, accidentally? Like, you're doing these crazy, like, was there ever accidental contact that,
I punched Tanner in the face once.
Why is someone in the audience saying Mary? How do they know?
The season 4 final fight, we punched each other in the face. Not hard.
Not that hard. It was like, there was just so many
you
moves.
stumbled a bit when I hit you, but it wasn't
Yeah. Well, Tanner peed himself, but
just a bit.
no, there was just so many moves. Like I would do one block, I need to do another, and I could see in Tanner's eyes like going from acting to like, fuck, let me try that. So it doesn't hurt you. So that was nice. Shola's punched me many times, but not during the fight.
That was just at home.
Just like hanging out.
This brotherly love.
Yeah. He's better.
And Peyton too, she's violent.
I know, I was about to say, I have unfortunately hit Mary multiple times. When we were doing the prom fight, I kicked her so hard, and then we were doing the season 2 school fight. I punched her and gave her a bruise in the head. It was
Actually very convenient though. Our makeup artist took a picture of it and then recreated it the next day to the same level.
She's like, this is perfect.
Yeah, she was like, it's so realistic.
I love this. Like, wait, is Mary okay? Yeah, my stunt double, she actually like slapped me because I was like crying, and she slapped me. She's like, get it together. You don't cry. This is what happens. I was like,
There's no crying.
She's like, this is Oh, okay. No more of that.
Me and Brandon this season, season 6, went full in a lot and really just kind of nailed each other. That sounds fun. That's not right, man. Don't take that out of context. We hit each other. That's anyway. You get what I'm saying.
It naturally happens, I think, for all the non-existent time we don't have, and then also for the fact that like what we do is basically like just mixing up karate salad. Like everything is a kick and a punch. Like that's what you got. It's a kick and a punch. It's just different kicks and punches, but how many times can you mix it up really? So you end up doing the same choreography like 3 weeks later that you did 3 weeks before. That's like the same jab cross into a round kick. And you're like, oh wait, this time it was supposed to be a block. And then that's when you see Jacob's eyes get really big and you're like, what are you doing?
The way the show was filmed, how much of your own stunts did you actually do? Because there's a lot of close-ups during those fight scenes and stuff. Did they really let you guys kind of do your own stunts? Or?
I did all mine stuff.
I mean, you're not kind of lying though. It's like this season we worked really, really hard and really close with our stunt doubles, where we basically did mostly everything this season. And the other seasons we tried really hard, but you know they just had to put us in for certain things. But this season they kind of let us go wild with it, and we all trained as hard as we possibly could to be able to do just about 100% of everything.
With such a diverse cast and kind of a large cast, and you're bringing in people from the franchise throughout the years. What was the sets like? What was the camaraderie? Did the older senseis kind of stick to themselves, and you guys kind of by yourselves, or did everybody kind of mingle together?
This last year was the best because we had gone into it kind of knowing that it was going to be the last season. The writing, everyone was preparing for this finale and for us to be kind of landing the plane, so to speak. And for those reasons, this crew, over 100-person crew, we got to hang out with them every single day on set, all weekend, off set, and so much of that love that we've built over the years has informed everything that's been on camera. Like getting to hang out with our, just the whole crew, Kevin, Cody, our sound crew, costume crew. It really takes a village to make the show, and when it came to this last season, the camaraderie, the ensemble, I really kudos. I hope some of y'all made it to the other panel yesterday for some of our new folk that made it to the show as well. Dude, they jumped onto a moving train. It was a world tournament, and they were down, and they killed it, and it was such a gift.
Yeah, Ralph and Billy are really, really welcoming, and we go to their birthdays. Like we went to Ralph's 60th birthday with his family, and Billy came to my birthday this last season. He was making charm bracelets on like a big like every one of us. So they're just really like they're dads, and they're also just they feel like uncles and like other dads. Like I feel like Ralph really is your dad. There's no separation from me in my mind. They're just really, really cool.
Was there ever a particular scene that you found hard to get through? Like either you couldn't stop laughing, or just like even emotionally it was just too tough?
I think we have that's almost every scene where you have more than one of us in a room at the same time. But I feel like we have both sides of the spectrum. Like I feel like there's we were just talking about the night at the drive-in where we like had in where she like goes, not another rumble, and we all lost it every time he'd say it, and we'd be like, guys, I'm trying to do my lines, and we just like could not hold it together that whole night. I think we filmed till like 2 or 3 in the morning, and so it was like we got the loopy, the sleepy ha-has, the giggies, the late night giggies as we called them, and then there's the other side of it, which was the final moment that we had in the locker room where I was obviously very, very practically crying, saying our who are we, Miyagi-Do, like that was the last scene, that group of team that we all were gonna be in G's together and be training together, and it was like, that was the final goodbye for a lot of us. So, I think we had both sides of it. We can pull it together and do the work when we have to, but it's usually a lot of our first AD, Kevin, being like, come on, guys. Come on. We all gotta go home.
Did you guys train together when you were learning, the karate stuff? And then if you, who was the most competitive? Like, who were the two people that really tried to outdo each other?
I don't know what you're trying to do.
There was no competition. It was better than Jake.
To say for yourself.
There was never really any competition. There was a clear leader, clear bench, and it was
sitting over here.
Yeah, it was me. So no competition really.
It was Brandon Lee. It was neither of you.
Brandon Lee doesn't count.
Hey,
He's been training his whole damn life.
Exactly. He started when he was 3, and we can jump just as high as he can. We tested it.
Does it count if his dad had been doing it his whole life too?
Yeah,
He has
2 years.
Yeah, he has like negative 40-something years too. Brandon's dad.
Brandon's been training since the womb, bro.
Ever since he was little. Anyway, me and Jacob weren't competitive at all.
Squishy.
Great. Yeah, we'd like to open up to fan questions. So if you'd like to start raising your hand, and we'll have our crowd person go around. She's right over there. So.
You got it. I believe in you.
So part of the magic for Cobra Kai is that it's a very corny show. What's your favorite corny line for all of you?
What do you mean? This is the most serious show you've ever seen in the history of television. Do you not have karate fights in your normal life? That's all I grew up with.
Your dad doesn't marry the mom of your mortal enemy, and then you're forced to become living brothers. So that hasn't happened to you.
It's not corny, but
It's unserious.
never mind. It's totally
It's
corny.
unserious.
It's unserious, but it's not laid out karate. It's Cobra Kai.
This is one of yours, not. Okay, my favorite corny show.
If I don't pass through, my dad's gonna shit in my mouth.
I don't know who came up. That was the weirdest line in all of television history.
No, it's on the paper.
That was
One of my favorite lines is, I think it's in season 6 when, like, Sam and Miguel are talking about college and Tori's sitting at the table and she's like, yeah, I just got out of juvie, so it's not on the table for me. It's not really corny.
She never loves you, so me. Then why'd you do it?
like that move. I learned it from your dad.
Go ahead, you guys can recreate it. There's stairs right there.
I think mine was storming the LaRusso house at the end of season 3. I'm like, I could not watch that scene with myself without cringing so hard. I'm like, why is she entering like this? It's just so intense. Like, this kid's getting tossed out of a window, and then you hear like a cat, and it's just so much for these children.
I didn't know you had a cat. We don't.
But I love that, like, we're back there, like, some of the Cobra Kai guys were just beating the shit out of her, and then, like, Kyle was back there going, Sorry, what was the question?
Just said the show is corny. That was it.
All right, next question. Me? Oh, no. Jim, behind you.
Hi, hello, thank you. I saw on my Facebook page that you went to Yuji's restaurant. What did you order and how was the food?
Food was an 11 out of 10.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We got the kalbi, we got the Korean chicken, we got the special fried rice, we got spam musubi, we got egg rolls.
You knew what it was?
We got.
You kind of just showed up. It's all great.
Yeah, Tanner was just eating.
It was,
Yeah, the fried rice was really good.
We also got Yuji to sing karaoke, so that was my favorite thing. on the menu.
Yeah, is that an every night thing?
No, it's once a week.
Oh, okay.
Kona Kitchen,
Friday, check it out.
Yeah, you guys should go over to
Kona Kitchen.
Go bother Eugene.
Go to kitchen.
Chosen's there a lot.
Live one in Seattle.
If you ever want to meet Chosen, go to Kona Kitchen. He'll cook you food.
His daughter said that someone called recently and they're like, hey, is Eugene nice? Is he a nice boss?
Like, no, he's my dad.
My question's for Sholo over here. So I've been a huge fan of Blue Beetle for my entire life. So, with that being said, I just wanted to know, did you draw inspiration from other superhero performances, or did you just try to bring something completely original to Jaime?
That's a great question. You know, I really loved Sam Witwicky in Transformers in terms of getting in contact with this thing that you don't know what it is, and you're kind of getting taken along for this crazy ride. The comics, of course, like there's so much source material, animated shows, like other iterations of Jaime that I got to check out. But I think the family essence, similarly to kind of the dynamic on this show, honestly, so much of, there's the script, but so much of what is lifted off the page is just the dynamic with the family. And yeah, aside from that, those were kind of the things that I was having in my mind. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Hey guys, I actually don't have a question, more of a statement for each of you. I want to humbly say thank you for the work that you have done over the years, for being such an inspiration and for being a positive example for everybody here and for truly changing lives. You have made a difference. I like to say this, that when you change one life, you change the world itself, and each of you have done that successfully. Your work will be known for generations. So I wanted to humbly say thank you.
So I just want to say, I want to second that. I love you all so much. You inspired me to tell my own story in my life, and I went through so much, and each of you individually helped me in your own ways. I just want to say, as someone who's never really had a family mentor, you all your characters have been mentors for me. You've guided me, you've taught me lessons, you've shown me so much love just through the screen and the show itself, and I just want to ask, what is a mentor or a show or a character in your life that inspired you to be where you are right now and inspired you to be yourself even when people told you you shouldn't be?
Ralph Macchio or Billy Zapka?
I think we're very lucky to have two built-in mentors right there at home in that sense.
Mine would be Danny Ocean from Ocean's 11. If you want something, take it! What's your solo?
I was gonna say, in a weird way, I feel like growing up, a lot of my mentors are like the things I grew up doing a lot of reading. I remember like there were these like just book series like Bone or Magic Treehouse or Hunger Games or just like all those characters in those books getting to see what the heck they got going on. Those worlds are kind of what I enjoyed. I don't know. Jacob was raised by SpongeBob and he feels like that. I learned. And Kendrick Lamar.
Thank you guys, that was so nice. I think our senseis on set and our stunt coordinators and stunt doubles, they are so respectful, but also so well trained and can really kick our asses. So I feel like to have people be able to have those skills and have them also be the kindest people really taught me a lot. And just like bringing respect onto the mat and for your opponent, I feel like just learning that whole mentality has translated into my life as well.
appreciate that. I have been very lucky. I was super nervous, obviously, because like I said, there was a lot of like weight to the legacy of it. Ralph was actually the first one. He called me on my phone and welcomed me in the LaRusso family right away. And so he kind of, I think, went out of his way to make it a super welcoming environment, and has really been so kind and encouraging in a mentor type role, but also he's very much, I think, everybody's dad on set in that way. He's loving, he's very kind. He's also a very talented professional, and there's a lot to learn from him in that way, but I very much forcibly adopted myself into his family, and I won't let them let me go. So yeah, I've been very lucky in that way. He has a wonderful family at home too that are also a reflection of how great he is, and vice versa. So they're all super wonderful people. If you ever get a chance to run into the Machios, say hello.
Hey, wow, that was really loud. Hi, Hawk, you were absolutely my favorite character in the show. And hey, School Spirits or Cobra Kai, which is your favorite to work on? Well, I'm not going to say School Spirits right now. Cobra's sitting here now. But Cobra Kai, just going for 6 seasons and going so long and just like making these relationships, like I absolutely love both so much, but it's just like this is family, and then those are like just I love both. I love both so much.
But they're not family.
They're my best friend.
I just saying.
Great question. What's the funniest fan encounter you've ever had?
When that guy said we were corny?
It's a ghost.
Where'd the corny kid go?
Jacob loves when we go out and about.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
For all of you, what's the funniest fan encounter you've ever had?
Fan encounter. I mean, we get lucky enough that we get to spend weekends like this where we get to meet a lot of people who have a lot of love for what we do. So I don't know. I think more. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I'm more so what I take away is the overall the kindness that you guys bring and the stories that you get to tell us of the impact the show has had. But I also I do get a giggle when people try and pin you down and be like, okay, choose which one would you but if you actually fought them. Like, but I wouldn't. I love these people enough. Anyway, I would win is the answer.
Yeah. One of my favorite things out and about is I rock some facial hair and glasses and a hat, so sometimes I feel a little incognito walking out and about, but Jacob, I mean, he's a spitting image of me, so we'll be walking out and about, and sometimes one of y'all will come up to him and be like, oh my god, Hawk from Cobra Kai. I love you, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, oh my god, you love Hawk, right? And don't you hate Miguel? You're like, oh my god, Miguel is the worst character, right? Like, isn't Hawk just so much better? And they'll be kind of confused, they'll be like, yeah. And they'll be like, yeah, that's him right there.
Dude, I just literally turned mortified. You're like,
I love Miguel too. I'm like, I know Hawk is your favorite. He's everyone's favorite.
Okay, hi. So we grew up watching Disney Channel. We saw Peyton, Mary, Tanner, and various shows.
She didn't watch XD. No XD.
I was wondering what it's like going from Disney and into such another large franchise that's already been established for so many years.
well,
Jacob stole my job from me. Fun fact for you, it was between me and him for Kirby Buckets. He got the job.
I guess no one would know. Although he did make me watch 2 buckets. One was called the Tickle Pit, and it's like a bunch of kids getting tickled by these men in suits. It was very.
Oh, they're not getting tickled by the men in suits. The men in suits are betting on which
It just was a very strange episode for Marvel.
Mary Buckets is a weird time in Disney.
Highly recommend.
Yeah, so coming from the Tickle Pit into the Karate Pit.
Into the snake pit.
Yeah, it's the snake pit. You know, it was weird because a lot of Disney is very like, all right, guys, here we go. Here's what's gonna happen in the episode. And then Cobra Kai is like, oh no! Stop bullying me! Don't kick me off the staircase, please! So, it's just another flavor of weird, I guess.
Yeah, and on Jesse, you would have live studio audiences, so people would come in and hear like the laugh track, and you'd pause and like wait for the laughs and like get the script rewritten, like if something wasn't funny and didn't work. But then on Cobra Kai, it's like, okay, here we are, just go, make it work. And so that was definitely like a tone that I had to really adjust to.
You could have told us. You would have stood on the side and like laughed in between takes.
Yeah, I would have loved like the live support. I guess now you guys know.
Hi, so a couple of you I met earlier. Me and my brother are both huge fans of Cobra Kai. He couldn't make it today, but he says hi to all of you, especially you, Jacob. And my question for you guys, I myself am a martial artist, and I've seen a lot of stunts in competition, and I've done a couple in my lifetime. What was your favorite stunt that you did throughout the show?
When I completely obliterated Quan in the face. Because I won.
I really enjoy any opportunity to work with the size as a weapon, so getting to do my form in season 4 was really special for me.
I liked doing the final kick to Zara and kicking out her teeth. That was really fun. That was satisfying.
My favorite stunt, in season 6, we had there's that big platform fight, and Dimitri kicks me off, and I had to do a high fall. It was my first time doing a high fall, and that was really fun to get to do that, get out of my comfort zone a little bit. It was very fun.
You got to they cut it out of the fight. Which fight? Which one was it? You did Webster out of fucking nowhere.
Oh,
this dude pumps out a Webster like in a day as we're like in the middle of the fight.
The Spain.
Those who don't know what that is, maybe is more helpful.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
Show it.
No, I can't. Jacob, I can't do it. It's been such a while, so.
Just when you throw yourself forward to a front flip.
But you do it in the middle of a fight and keep fighting. That was really cool. That was my favorite.
Yeah, that was good.
You just pulled that out of your pocket from nowhere.
I really don't know. That was really fun getting to be. I mean, that was the coolest stunt I'd ever done up until that point. Getting to throw on a harness and get kicked off the balcony and kind of be slowly hoisted down and I don't know, laying dead. This is different. I've never done this before, but yeah, that was really great. But I'd say the 1 or 2, the season 2 winner was really special. Another kind of once in a lifetime stunt that having all those pieces moving together, it felt like a fucking Rolex of a fight. It was so cool to have everything dialed in and all the moving pieces and whatnot. That was my favorite.
My name is Chelsea. Thank you all for being here today. I just wanted to say to Sholo, like it's really great to see someone like me being portrayed on such a large scale as a Latina myself, and I'm sure a lot of people here voice the same sentiment that you don't see a lot of people that look like us being portrayed in such big roles like that. So I'm sure it's a really big burden to carry. It comes with a lot of responsibility, so I just wanted to know, how do you handle that? And if you have the opportunity to do it again, would you?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you so much. I don't see it so much of a burden. Honestly, I feel like I get to represent in this one really special way everyone here up on this stage represents as well. Like, I feel when I'm doing this, we're representing people from Los Angeles, young men, sons, you know, Latinos, cousins. Like, I specifically when it comes to the being brown of it all, I really appreciate the opportunity, like you're saying, to tell it on the biggest stage. And I really appreciate that it's positive as well. It's done a whole lot, you know, in my own life to, you know, in changing my inner workings and getting to see kids, you know, like yourself and meet folks from all around the world. It only helps me dream even further. But yeah, I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
I just wanted to thank you guys once again for coming out. I got pictures of you guys earlier. My other question for Jacob, and then for all of you. Jacob, did you actually get the hawk tattooed on your back?
Where are you? He's right over there. Oh, hey. I was like, dude, what is this? I did not get the hawks tattooed on my back. My mom banned me from getting that.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, my free will comes second to my mom's opinion.
Okay. And then for all of you, was there ever any moments that you like kind of hated each other at all?
Show almost beat me in Monopoly one time, and I was really not feeling him about that game. He didn't win, so it's okay.
They play by really dumb Monopoly rules, though.
It's the normal Monopoly rules.
If you
pass, go.
They take out all of the $1 bills. They make you do your own math to like
Round.
round up and down on the.
Oh, because going from 5 to 10 is so difficult. Those are not the Monopoly rules, bro.
We only hate each other when we're playing Monopoly.
She wants to collect $200 when she lands on go. That's not how it works.
Anyway, I think those are the only arguments we've ever gotten into.
The answer is no, we've never hated each other.
Well, I want to thank you guys for spending some time with us, answering some questions, and getting to hang out with us. We'll let you get back to your booth. Everybody, please go visit them at their booths. And thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Washington Summertime. 1, 2, 3. Washington Summertime! Seriously honored it.
Hey guys, this is Aaron Nagel from AJ Films 28, and thank you so much for watching my videos. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click on that subscribe button now. Have any comments? Let me know what you think, and I'll keep making more videos for you. Thanks again so much. Bye-bye.